Which BL couples are dominating Asia in 2025? Some are breaking records, some are turning on-screen sparks into real love, and one couple is changing the game completely. Today, we take a look at the 10 most iconic BL couples of 2025. Think you know who's number one? Stay tuned. The answer might surprise you. Let's travel back in time to a moment that changed history. May 24, 2019, a quiet morning in Taipei. The air was filled with excitement. All over the city, hundreds of couples held hands and lined up at government offices, their hearts pounding. Among them were Lin and Marc Yuan, two young men with bright smiles and unshakable courage. Their love story did not begin on a grand stage. Like many great romances, it began in the simplest of places, a college gym class. Shane and Marc met as classmates, exchanging shy glances and witty jokes, which gradually blossomed into something deeper. Within a year, they were living together, eating breakfast together, chatting through the night, and dreaming of a future that was still uncertain. Then came January 6, 2018, a night Shane would never forget. The concert hall was ablaze with lights and music. Shane thought they were just there to see Tanya Chua. But suddenly, Marc stepped onto the stage, microphone in hand, eyes shining under the spotlights. In front of thousands of people, he asked the question that changed everything. "Will you marry me?" The crowd erupted. Shane said yes, and more than a year later, they made history. On the very first day Taiwan legalized same-sex marriage, they became one of the first same-sex couples to officially register their marriage. Cameras flashed, news outlets from around the world covered their story. But more importantly, thousands of LGBTQ+ people across Asia saw something they had never seen before. Two men in love, holding a legal marriage certificate, standing proudly before the world. Can you imagine what that moment was like? For many, it was hope. For some, it was recognition. And for others, it was the spark that inspired them to believe that love, wherever it is, deserves to be recognized. Shane and Marc didn't stop at marriage. They used their platform to speak openly about acceptance, family, and the importance of recognition. They appeared at LGBTQ+ events, shared their journey in interviews, and even went on Taiwan's first same-sex wedding cruise to celebrate their union. Their story went far beyond Taiwan, to neighboring countries where same-sex marriage is still just a dream. How would you feel if you witnessed that moment live? Do you believe that stories like Shane and Marc's can inspire real change? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Their courage was more than just signing a piece of paper. It was standing up for love in a continent that had long been silent. Their story has become a beacon, not just for Taiwan, but for millions across Asia and beyond. And as we continue our journey to discover the most inspiring boys' love couples of 2025, Shane and Marc remind us that sometimes love can rewrite history. Next, we meet another couple. Their journeys took a completely different path, but their stories are just as powerful. Stay tuned. What happens next might surprise you. In the heart of Asia, where tradition often meets modern change, there is a love story that has touched thousands of hearts around the world. Today, we learn about the inspiring journey of Zengyi and Jihan, a Chinese gay couple who, after nearly 3 years together, made history in 2025 by getting married in Thailand, a country that had just legalized same-sex marriage, not just for Thai citizens but also for foreigners. It's a story of courage, love, and the power of crossing borders to be recognized for who you are. Wang and Song's journey didn't begin in a courtroom or a grand ceremony. It began quietly. The two met in China, fell in love in a society where LGBTQ+ love is often hidden. Over time, their relationship grew stronger. They built a life together, shared dreams, and faced challenges that many gay couples in conservative societies are all too familiar with, keeping their love alive, but still wanting to be recognized. When Thailand announced that, starting in 2025, same-sex couples from anywhere in the world would be able to legally marry there, Wang and Song didn't hesitate. They booked flights, invited their closest friends, and flew to Bangkok with excitement and trepidation. Their wedding day was simple but meaningful. In a small Thai marriage registration office, surrounded by a few loved ones, they exchanged vows. There was no lavish decoration, no media fanfare, just two souls exchanging vows in a place where their love was finally recognized. For many LGBTQ+ people in China, their decision represents something bigger. It wasn't just two men saying "I do." It was a declaration that love can transcend borders, politics, and prejudice. News of their marriage quickly spread online, sparking discussions on Chinese social media. Many users wrote messages like, "They're living a dream we can't have here." Where are you watching from today? Share your country in the comments below, because love stories like Wang and Song's are happening all over the world, and your perspective matters. Their story goes beyond the wedding. Since returning, they have used their platform to inspire others, showing that while legal recognition may not yet exist in their home country, love can still flourish. And sometimes, moving abroad is a powerful way to assert yourself. Imagine the courage it takes to walk into another country, sign legal documents in a foreign language, and declare your love to the world. It's more than just romance, it's activism wrapped in joy. This moment in 2025 also marks a turning point for Thailand. The country has become a regional hub for LGBTQ+ weddings, attracting couples from all over Asia. Wang and Song were one of the first Chinese couples to marry here under the new law, and their decision has inspired others to follow in their footsteps. Stories like these remind us that love isn't just between two people. It inspires all who witness it. And speaking of inspiration, our next couple has turned their on-screen romance into a reality, becoming iconic across Asia. Stay tuned, their story might just surprise you. When it comes to love stories that transcend the screen, there's one Taiwanese couple that deserves attention. Max Lin and Cheng Xuan, or as many fans call them Max and Howe, didn't just play lovers in a boys' love drama. They became one of the few real couples in the Asian boys' love scene who stepped out of fiction and into reality together. Their journey began on the set of Plus and Minus, a Taiwanese BL drama that first aired in 2022. Max played a carefree, outgoing character. Howe portrayed a more reserved, meticulous character. On screen, their chemistry was electric, an energy that couldn't be faked. Every glance, every gentle touch, every moment of silence kept viewers glued to the screen. But what most people didn't know at the time was that something real was developing between them. Behind the camera, in quiet moments during rehearsals, in late-night conversations after filming, Max and Howe began to truly connect. It wasn't part of the script, it was something deeper. After filming ended, rumors began to circulate. Fans speculated endlessly. Was it real, or was it just a publicity stunt? Then, in a move that surprised and delighted fans around the world, they made their relationship official. Through social media, they confirmed they were indeed a couple. There was no big press conference, no flashy marketing, just two people choosing to be honest. Their decision resonated across Asia. In many places, especially in the entertainment industry, coming out as gay remains a complicated, sometimes risky choice. But Max and Howe didn't let fear define their story. They wrote the story. Their love has become iconic, not just for BL fans, but for the LGBTQ+ community who rarely see sincere public relationships in Asian media. People from all over have sent them messages, "Thank you for showing us that love like this exists," one fan wrote. Another said, "Watching Plus and Minus helped me accept who I am." What makes this story so powerful is its authenticity. This isn't a fan service. This isn't an image promotion. It's the story of two actors who fell in love, decided to share that truth, and in doing so, gave hope to countless people who yearned to see themselves portrayed authentically. They continue to appear together at events, support each other's careers, and remind everyone that sometimes the best love stories happen when the cameras stop rolling. Their journey also raises an important question for all of us. What happens when fictional love becomes real? How does that change the way fans view their idols? How does it affect an entire generation of viewers growing up in a society where LGBTQ+ relationships are still underrepresented? Max and Howe didn't just star in a BL drama. They became living proof that love can flourish even in the spotlight. And it's that authenticity that makes their story unforgettable. We believe stories like this matter. They inspire, connect, and remind us that love, in all its forms, deserves to be celebrated. When it comes to Asian BL industry phenomena, there's one story that truly broke all boundaries, redefined expectations, and changed the way audiences around the world view Korean queer fiction. I'm talking about Park Seo Ham and Jaechan, the duo behind the hit drama Semantic Error. In early 2022, when the Korean boys' sat Love Wave was still gaining momentum, this drama came out of nowhere. It was more than just a love story. It was the moment that made millions stop surfing and start watching. And the highlight of it all was two actors whose chemistry was more than just chemistry. It was explosive on screen. With his mature charisma and solid presence, Park Seo Ham played opposite Jaechan, whose youthful, sharp performance immediately captured the hearts of audiences. From the very first episode, viewers could feel something was going on. Every glance, every argument, every quiet scene in the library, it all carried a tension so real it felt like you were witnessing two people accidentally falling into something bigger than they expected. What made the drama even more special was that their real-life friendship amplified everything. They weren't just co-stars, they became real friends, supporting each other through press conferences, fan events, and even unexpected explosive moments. Fans recognized the natural way they interacted, the subtle smiles, the inside jokes, the comfortable silences, and soon, Park Seo Ham Jaechan was more than just a scripted couple. They were a global couple. Let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? Are you from the US, Philippines, Korea? I'd love to know how far this story has come. Because honestly, this is one of those rare moments where a Korean BL drama doesn't just stay within the fandom, it goes mainstream. Semantic Error was a milestone. It showed that stories about the LGBTQ+ community in Korea could be told with subtlety, depth, and undeniable star power. It inspired new producers to invest in boys' love dramas. It gave hope to fans who had been waiting for Korean media to tackle LGBTQ+ stories with sincerity and style. And most of all, it proved that good representation can be truly powerful. Their story wasn't just about two actors playing a couple. It was about timing, authenticity, and a cultural shift. Park Seo Ham enlisted in the military shortly after the drama aired, but their influence hasn't faded. The fan community has kept their relationship alive, creating edits, translations, and fan events across continents. Jaechan's music career has flourished, but he never forgets to honor the film that changed both of their lives. Their dynamic reminds audiences that sometimes one story can open the door to many others. It can inspire creators, comfort viewers, and connect fans from completely different worlds. That's why, even after all these years, their names are still trending, their scenes are still replayed millions of times, and their journey continues to inspire. In the world of BL, where romances often begin and end on screen, few love stories touch the hearts of audiences as deeply as the story of Paul Cervantes and John Kennedy Nakar, a real-life couple from the Philippines whose relationship transcended fiction. Their journey was unscripted. It was genuine, emotional, and unforgettable. Their story did not begin under the bright studio lights. It began in a small bar, ordinary, almost unremarkable. But that night, two strangers met. A simple conversation, a few warm glances, a glimmer of light. Neither of them knew it at the time, but that moment would change their lives forever. Soon, fate would bring them together in front of the camera. They co-starred in BL films like Lock-In and Turbulence. Their chemistry was undeniable, natural, unforced, the kind of love that made viewers believe in who they were. But what audiences initially didn't realize was that their connection wasn't just an act, it was real. As their love grew, Paul and Ken began sharing their lives on their personal YouTube channels. Viewers got to witness not just the romantic moments, but also the everyday realities of a couple building a life together, cooking, laughing over the little things, overcoming challenges together. Their sincerity made them more than just BL stars. They became symbols of true love in the LGBT community. But their story also had a heartbreaking chapter. Ken was diagnosed with leukemia. Instead of hiding, they chose to face the battle openly. They documented their journey, the treatments, the hopes, the hard nights, and the quiet moments of strength. Fans have followed them not only as spectators, but also as companions, supporting them every step of the way. August 13th would have marked their 4th year together. But in July, Ken passed away after a long and courageous battle. The news broke hearts across Asia. Thousands of comments poured in under their final videos, not just condolences, but heartfelt tributes. Paul and Ken showed the world what true, lasting love looked like. Their love story is not one of glory or perfect fantasies. It is about two people choosing each other every day, through the joy, the pain, and everything in between. Through honesty and courage, their love transcended all boundaries, touching the hearts of countless people they had never even met. Today, when it comes to Asia's most inspiring BL couples, Paul and Ken's names shine brightly. They leave a legacy not through awards or ratings, but through the quiet, powerful impact of their story. A story that makes your heart ache, but also warms it. A reminder that true love doesn't need flashy gestures, just two people holding hands no matter what. In Thailand's thriving BL industry, where new couples appear on screen every year, some shine brightly for a season and then fade into oblivion. But every once in a while, there's a pair that's unforgettable, one that keeps fans guessing, smiling, and feeling emotional long after the cameras stop rolling. One of the most talked about potential couples in recent years has been Pruk and NuNew Chawarin, who became a phenomenon across Asia thanks to their explosive chemistry in the hit series Cutie Pie. Fans could feel it from the first scenes they shot. The chemistry was undeniable. Their eyes, smiles, and gentle touches lit up the screen in a way that was almost too natural to be scripted. After Cutie Pie catapulted them to stardom, and NuNew became inseparable in the public eye. They appeared together at countless fan meetings, talk shows, and international events. Whether in Bangkok, Vietnam, the Philippines, or China, their appearances were always greeted with loud cheers, colorful banners, and trending hashtags. But what really made the buzz were the moments outside the spotlight. Thai media and eagle-eyed fans often caught them traveling together on personal trips, not just for promotions. Photos of them wearing matching outfits, sharing accessories, or simply enjoying a moment together after work emerged. Every little detail was analyzed, discussed, and praised by fans who were eager to discover the truth behind their relationship. Of course, not everyone believed it was a romance. Z has long been known for his friendly and affectionate nature, especially with his co-stars, a clever way to keep fans excited. In the Thai entertainment industry, fan service is a common strategy, creating a sense of camaraderie to build excitement for a show. Many believe that Z and NuNew's closeness may just be part of this carefully crafted image. But others don't believe it's all for show. Their chemistry feels genuine, so natural it's hard to believe it's entirely staged. Interviews are filled with witty innuendos, NuNew blushing when asked about Z, Z responding with enigmatic smiles or evasive answers. Fans rewatch these moments over and over again, dissecting every word, every glance, like detectives searching for clues. Their influence extends far beyond a TV series. Z and NuNew have become one of the most beloved Thai BL couples in the world, with a large fan base across Southeast Asia and beyond. Their hashtag regularly dominates global Twitter trends, and their interactions are ubiquitous on TikTok. Whether their relationship is a close friendship or something more, what matters most to fans is the emotion they bring. Their presence together radiates warmth and authenticity, providing authentic moments in a world often built on carefully crafted images. And perhaps that's the secret to their enduring popularity. They never define themselves, but every smile or glance they exchange keeps their story alive. Z and NuNew have mastered the delicate dance between mystery and sincerity, and it's this dynamic that continues to captivate fans across Asia. When it comes to Asia's new generation of BL icons, one name always makes the crowd cheer louder: Joong, Archen, and Natachai. They're more than just an on-screen couple. They represent a wave of change, a new face of Thai BL, combining visual appeal, undeniable chemistry, and razor-sharp professionalism. Their journey began not with fireworks, but with quiet anticipation. When GMMTV introduced Joong and Dunk as the leads for Star and Sky, fans were filled with curiosity. Two new faces, both strikingly handsome, but would they be compatible? And then the first teaser was released, and everything changed. The way Joong sees Dunk is more than just acting. There's a spark, subtle, but powerful enough to spread across social media. Within hours, the hashtags were trending in multiple countries. Fans began translating clips, analyzing eye contact, sharing reactions from the Philippines, Vietnam, Korea, and beyond. A new phenomenon was born. Their chemistry was evident in every project they worked on. In Hidden Agenda, their dynamic developed not just the sweet moments, but also the complex emotional range. Both showed maturity as actors, building their characters layer by layer. Dunk's gentle vulnerability balanced Joong's intense charisma, creating a relationship that felt genuine, not forced, not staged, but real. One thing that set Joong and Dunk apart was the way they interacted in person. They weren't showy. They didn't turn every interview into a fan service act. Instead, their genuine warmth, the playful banter, the small smiles, the exchanged glances, built a bond with the audience. It's this authenticity that has fans exclaiming, "This is the couple that defines this generation." Their rise to fame didn't happen overnight. It was the result of relentless rehearsals, media training, and a relentless dedication to their craft. Joong's modeling background and Dunk's strong presence as a rookie combined to create something of a lightning in a bottle. Thai entertainment insiders often say, they're more than just actors. They're ambassadors of modern Thai BL to the world. And they've proven it. Fan meetings across Asia sell out in minutes. Global streaming platforms promote their shows as staple content. TikTok videos rack up millions of views. Whether it's Joong's teasing laugh or Dunk's shy but sincere answers, fans can't stop watching. Their influence extends beyond entertainment. For many young people, seeing two rising actors embraced by the public, starring in romantic dramas and being supported around the world is incredibly meaningful. It says, your story matters. Your love can be celebrated too. In a world where representation still has a long way to go, Joong and Dunk's journey serves as a reminder. Progress doesn't always come with a grand spectacle. Sometimes it comes quietly, through a genuine smile between two people who believe in the story they're telling. As we celebrate Asia's most beloved boys' love couples, their stories pave the way for what's to come. Because the next couple isn't just making waves, they're making history. Let's rewind to 2020. The world stood still. Borders closed, film sets went dark. But while everything slowed down, something unexpected was quietly growing on millions of laptop screens around the world. A new wave of Thai BL dramas. And at the center of this wave were two young men who would soon capture the hearts of fans around the world, Anan and Wanarat. YinWar's story wasn't just about fame, it was about timing, authenticity, and a chemistry that was almost explosive on screen. When their series Love Mechanics aired during the pandemic, people were stuck at home, looking for comfort, connection, and new stories. YinWar didn't just bring a drama, they brought people a new feeling. Their on-screen chemistry is so natural, so intense, that whether you're watching from Bangkok, Berlin, or Boston, you feel it. What makes YinWar stand out isn't just their acting. It's how they interact with each other when the cameras stop rolling. Fans notice the way they look at each other in interviews, the laughter they share during live streams, and the genuine comfort they have with each other. It's all subtle, genuine, and makes the audience believe in their connection. As their fame explodes around the world, Yin and War are more than just actors. They've become symbols of a cultural shift. Thai BL existed before them, but this time is different. Their rise to prominence comes during the COVID lockdown, when global audiences are actively discovering international LGBT content. YinWar became one of the first Thai BL couples to trend in multiple countries at once, overcoming language barriers with just emotion. What's even more amazing is that their story has inspired young creators, LGBTQ+ people, and even industry insiders to see BL as more than just a niche form of entertainment, but also as a bridge between cultures. Their series are subtitled, edited by fans, and shared at a dizzying pace on platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Suddenly, a couple from Thailand has a fan base in Latin America, Europe, and the Middle East. YinWar's journey doesn't stop after the first series. They've become a couple that fans follow from event to event, project to project. Their relationship, whether it's just work or more, has given hope to many in uncertain times. Especially for LGBTQ+ fans, it means a lot to see two young men confidently stand together in the spotlight, representing love, friendship, and acceptance. Their story reminds us that even in moments of isolation, genuine connection can find its way. Love stories, whether from fiction or real life, have the power to travel farther than any planet. And when it comes to connections that transcend boundaries, our next couple takes this idea even further. Some love stories happen on the red carpet, but there are also some that happen quietly, unexpectedly, in real life, and end up inspiring more people than any movie. This is the story of Howe, Vinh, Khoa, and Rhonee Rojas. They met in the United States, far from the spotlight of Vietnamese showbiz. No studio, no media, no marketing strategy, just two people finding each other in a foreign land. From the start, their connection was genuine and unadulterated. Through social media, Fans began to notice the loving glances, the shared adventures, the way they appeared together in almost every post. Instagram became the platform for their growing love story, a story that was sweet, peaceful, and genuine. Then, in October 2017, something extraordinary happened. Without any teasers, press conferences, or fan events beforehand, Vinh, Khoa, and Rhonee announced that they were officially married in Hawaii. It wasn't just a wedding, it was history. They became one of the first openly gay couples in Vietnamese entertainment to confirm their marriage. The ceremony was intimate. No fancy stage, no paparazzi, just two men, dressed neatly in matching suits, standing side by side under the Hawaiian sky, exchanging vows in a moment that belonged entirely to them. On Instagram, Khoa posted a photo of the two of them, looking elegant and natural, with the simple caption, "My love, my life." Those 4 words touched hearts. Throughout Vietnam and in the overseas Vietnamese community, the news spread quickly, echoing through communities near and far. It wasn't just celebrity gossip. It was representation, about courage, about love. For many LGBTQ+ young people, this moment felt like a door opening. Khoa's decision to share his truth was both powerful and gentle. Shortly after his wedding, he made a surprising choice to step away from the spotlight. The actor and singer, once a rising star, quietly withdrew from the entertainment industry and started a new life with Rhonee in the United States. Their marriage wasn't turned into fan service, commercials, or TV specials. Instead, their story was built day by day. Shared photos of weekend hikes, beach trips, cooking together, gym sessions, smiling selfies on quiet evenings, and maybe that's what made their love story special. It wasn't the flashy gestures that got people talking. It was the honesty. At a time when many LGBTQ+ celebrities are still hesitant to come out, Vinh, Khoa, and Rhonee chose to be open. And that simple act has had a ripple effect. It reminds audiences in Vietnam, where same-sex marriage is still not legal, that love doesn't wait for laws to change. It exists, it thrives, it finds a way. Their story is a silent and powerful testament. True love doesn't need a stage. It needs courage. What about you? Have you ever seen a love story that inspired you in real life, not just on screen? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories from around the world. And as we move forward, let's continue to cherish these authentic moments, because every story shared builds a more inclusive future. When it comes to BL couples shaping the Asian entertainment scene in 2025, few names shine as brightly as Pirapat and Sahaphap, or as their fans affectionately call them, EarthMix. Their story is about more than just being actors in a drama. It's about building a genuine relationship, about trust, maturity, and the kind of chemistry that you can't fake. EarthMix first captured the public's hearts through the hit series A Tale of Thousand Stars, where their acting struck a delicate balance between a fragile exterior and intense emotions. What made people fall in love with each other wasn't just their looks or their popularity. It was the way they looked at each other, the way their scenes seemed to exude authenticity. For many viewers, it didn't feel like they were acting. It felt like they were witnessing something very personal. As their careers have progressed, EarthMix have not relied solely on staged moments to maintain their appeal. They have built genuine connections with their audiences through interviews, fan meetings, variety shows, and social media interactions that feel warm and natural. Fans from Thailand to Japan, the Philippines, Vietnam, and even the United States have tuned in to every moment, drawn to their natural chemistry and mutual respect. What makes EarthMix so special is the way they have grown together. Rather than being just one-off stars, they have taken on new roles, challenged their acting skills, and continued to grow as individuals and as a duo. That growth has made fans feel like they are part of a shared journey, not just passive observers. In a BL world where many on-screen couples fade after a hit, EarthMix remains a symbol of stability and sincerity. They've proven that meaningful representation can go hand in hand with commercial success, and that love stories told with respect can resonate far beyond borders. And let's not forget their influence off-screen. Earth and Mix have supported charity events, spoken out on social issues, and gracefully embraced their roles as public figures. They've become cultural ambassadors, bridging East and West through their art, presence, and humanity. Of all the boys' love couples we've explored, which one inspires you the most? Is it EarthMix with their on-screen chemistry, or another couple whose story touches your heart? Share your thoughts with us below. Let's start a meaningful conversation. Because at the end of the day, these stories are about more than fame or drama. They're about love, representation, and human connection, values that transcend language and culture. And here we are, sharing the most inspiring stories from across Asia, celebrating that love together. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share so more people can discover these inspiring stories. We'll be back soon with more great content. Stay tuned. See you in the next video.